NFL.com/sports. So Troy Vincent used to play in the NFL. He's now an executive vice president. And he was talking about that Kansas City Chiefs New England Patriot play Sunday, in which Breeland Speaks, a rookie for Kansas City, had Tom Brady in the grasp. And, he didn't want to get penalized, so he let him go, and Tom then runs into the end zone. Well, Troy Vincent's not being the most forthcoming. He said, I looked at the video. Tom moved up. Guy missed a tackle. He missed an opportunity to make a sack. Well, come on, Troy. We know what happened here. Breeland Speaks thought he was going to get penalized, thought Tom had thrown the ball. There's no reason to be disingenuous here. I don't know Troy Vincent, but he knows the truth. The truth is the young player did think Tom had thrown it and didn't want to get flagged for a sack. And you know what? Let me double down. I'm totally okay with it. I want my quarterback standing and uninjured. I don't need updates on Breeland Speaks. I don't need updates on Clay Matthews. Clay Matthews, not interested. Breeland Speaks, no speaking. I like the league. By the way, the NFL consumer, you the consumer, are happy with the new rule. You know how I can tell? Because people say a lot of things. I don't watch porn. It's funny, it made $9 billion. The ratings are up huge. Monday Night Football up 39%. Sunday Night Football, Fox, CBS, up. You like the new rule. You don't think you like it, but you do. Because quarterbacks are all standing and nobody's hurt 6 weeks in outside of Garoppolo, and that makes the league better. I listen to data, and I look at research, and I look at numbers. People tell me things all the time. I don't care. Show me the data. I don't care how the sausage was made. And the data says the ratings are up around the league. Monday Night Football ratings were up, I think I saw yesterday, 39%. Can you imagine if Jimmy Garoppolo would have played? It'd have been 50%. The ratings are through the roof. By the way, NFL, just admit it. We're protecting quarterbacks here. We get better ratings. We're protecting quarterbacks. Just admit it. Defensive linemen, everybody else in this league has to change. Everybody else has to deal with new rules. Quarterbacks have to deal with new rules. Receivers do. Coaches do. Coordinators do. Offensive linemen do. Every year there's new rules. No sport changes rules like football. I mean, Joe, your brother played in the NFL. Now we're asking defensive linemen, oh, my God, they've got to adapt to a new rule too.
Well, I haven't asked him what he thinks about the new rule yet. I can't speculate if he likes it or not, but Jason was known for strip sacks and forcing fumbles. So
yeah.
I personally, having watched him played, wouldn't think that he would have much trouble with this because that was what he was aiming to do anyway. And to be honest with you, I would rather you strip the ball than get a sack.
By the way,
wouldn't you rather have a change of possession?
The objective has not changed. The objective for defensive linemen who, oh my God, have to now adapt to a new rule. Quarterbacks, refs have to adapt constantly. Coaches, coordinators, backs, corners, receivers, left tackles, right tackles. Oh my God, a defensive lineman has to adapt to a rule change. The number one priority is still the same. Get to the quarterback. But now the NFL and fishermen have dealt with this for eons. It's a catch and release league. That if you go fishing, I grew up in a fishing community. West Fort Washington, on the coast, salmon fishing, that after you caught your limit, let's say you caught your limit by 9:30 in the morning and you still wanted to fish, you would catch a fish and release. In the NFL, defensive linemen, you catch and release. You get him, you grab him, you don't drive him down. Everybody in this sport is dealing with constant fluctuations of fluid rules. Baseball looks the same as it did 100 years ago. Basketball has had, they took away the hand check years and years and years and years ago. They expanded the lane or shrunk the league or did something when Kareem came in or Wilt came in or something. But, I mean, good God, folks, the catch rule changed, the new helmet rule. It's just a rule. Priority remains the same. It's like when you go to the airport. Okay, got to take the shoes off and a belt off. You still have to go through security anyway. You still got to get to the quarterback anyway. It's a catch and release league. So, and the audience is, people say a lot of things. I work out every day. This year is new. I eat healthy. And then you're like, no, not really. You just had a cheeseburger for lunch and you didn't work out for the third straight day. People yap, talk. Watch what they do. What the audience is doing in America is watching the NFL more. And they're watching it because the quarterback play is amazing. The quarterbacks aren't getting hurt. The passing touchdowns are through the roof. The games are much more exciting, 40-38 shootouts, and it's just more fun to watch. You win as a fantasy football fan. You win as a consumer. Your eyes win. Your emotion wins. Hopefully your team wins.
I mean, I feel for defensive players. Like, if you're in the middle of the air, having to change the direction of your body is difficult. I understand it. And I don't like overly penalized games either. But this is the rule. Like, you got to deal with it. And points are up. Viewing is up. You know what it's similar to? When the NBA shifted to shoot more three-pointers.
Yeah.
Right? There's more scoring.
Yes. And by the way, it hurt the power forward. But the power forwards, Boogie Cousins as a center, said, I got to shoot threes. And Anthony Davis, I got to shoot threes.
You adapt.
Brook Lopez, I got to shoot threes. That rule, the three-point shot, to Joy's point, was not good for bigs. I mean, Dirk Nowitzki loved it. Kevin Durant was fine. But a lot of 6'11" guys were always told their entire life, don't shoot jumpers.
Sure.
And all of a sudden it was like, oh, crap. You can't even get on the court. They're not telling NFL defensive linemen not to play. Your priority is still the exact same thing. Just catch and release. It's not that big of a deal. Pros in the know. Start with Lowe's. 5% discount on eligible purchases right now with the Lowe's Business Credit Account. See store for details. U.S. only. 5% savings in-store and online. Lowe's. Steven Jackson, Joel Klatt, Jason Whitlock, Tom Verducci. Hour 2 around the corner. Just starting here. It's the Herd.